so let's talk about that first stage, right? So from 0 to 10K MRR,
Yeah.
right? So where did you get all of these customers from? And within 1 year, getting to 10K MRR is like pretty amazing. Like, where did you get all of your customers from?
I mean, I was in a few Facebook groups, so I
Facebook groups,
already,
okay?
like, many people already knew me. And so I just listened to what they wanted and I built a Shopify app. I mean, I didn't even build something. I just noticed that people needed something. So I just created a mockup in Photoshop. I sent the mockup on the Facebook groups and I asked, does anyone want this app? And so I had a lot of people, like under the comments of people saying, yes, I want it. And so I just said, okay, I have something, let's build it. And so the first 10K, that was like big because people really needed the app, didn't exist yet. And so I just built it. And since people already knew me from my past, from my background and everything, it was just the way I grew. So basically just using Facebook groups. When I started, I wasn't even on the Shopify app store. So it was really just Facebook groups. Then it was like a snowball, I started to have a lot of people. So I was still in the French market. So the older French people were saying, hey, this app built by French is great. Let's try it. And then I started to get like also the influencers, like French influencers who noticed about that. They reached out and said, hey, can I do affiliate marketing? Then I started to go on the Shopify app store and, I started to get a lot of reviews from these early users that I already had. And so
I want you to sort of, I think, just recall what you've done during those initial days, right? So I know you were this influencer among those Shopify, folks, right? So, but what did you do exactly, right? You were part of a couple of Facebook groups, right? What was it that you regularly did? So was it a couple of posts here and there, or were you trying to build it in public? How did you let that you were doing something like this to everybody? And what was your journey like?
Yeah, it was kind of building it public. So I started to post the app. I got like probably my 15 first users like that. And then I focused only on these users that I already had, like talking to them, understand what they wanted. And so I just built the features that they wanted. Then when I reached some milestones or some big features, I would just go into the Facebook groups again, saying, hey, we released this new stuff and everything. And I mean, it wasn't, people knew me. So, it wasn't someone that they didn't know.
Yeah.
I mean, even the admin of the groups, they led the post because they knew me and everything. So it was easy. And yeah, most of my time was on support, talking to people, helping them how to install the app, building more features. And yeah, that was it. I mean,
got it. So just to get a sense of it, how big were these Facebook groups? Like how many people were there?
20K. One group, there was something like 20K people in it. Another one, it was something like 5,000. I don't know exactly the numbers. They were quite big. I mean, it's in the French market. So, we didn't have any competitors.
Right.
So you could build something and
you managed to get in front of tens of thousands of people for absolutely free.
Yeah, exactly. Without any competitors.
Got it.
Because it's in a niche like French market,
And like, what was that you did unique, right? Why can't somebody like me with absolutely no history or no credibility with building these Shopify products, right? Why can't I just go to join those Facebook groups? Why can't I just post those things and get customers, right? What is that key differentiator, according to you?
I mean, as I said, I built White Bundle in 2020 and I started in the Facebook groups in 2017. So I think that's for any business that you want to buy, you need people to know you to start either building a community. Like, I mean, in here, it wasn't my community, but at least people knew me. So they were still following me. I helped them for free. So when it's something that you build during a lot of time, talking to people, engaging with them, adding value. And at some point, when you have enormous trust and credibility, you can just do something and ask for money.
Credibility is the key. Got it. So just one more follow-up question. Why didn't you just go and build your own Facebook group? Because you had a lot of people, you had that credibility. Why not just create one for your own? Like, what was the thought process there?
I mean, the thing is, I wasn't a merchant myself. And the admins, they were merchants. And so they were adding a lot of value, whether it's Facebook Lives, whether it's Facebook posts or stuff like that, or replying to people. And I wasn't that, I didn't have that knowledge and I didn't have website and like stores myself. So I could help people on the developing side, helping them add stuff, design and stuff like that. But that was it, So I knew that if I had built my own my own Facebook groups, nobody would join just because it wasn't like I didn't have everything needed to help them. So I prefer to stay on a Facebook group with.
Thanks for watching the B2B SaaS Podcast channel. I believe that the best way of building SaaS companies is by regularly talking to real founders who are out there building their companies. These founders have gained tons of insights during their journey, and I'm here to bring those to you. So if you want more such stuff, please make sure to subscribe to the channel here.